Okay, folks, this is attempt number 6. We're going to try to do this one more time. Okay, Stone Age artifacts. These are all club heads, warheads. That's what I would categorize them as. And I'm going to try to show you the different styles that there are and some of the way they would be hafted up. And then when you go out there, you'll know what you're looking for. That's my goal. I'm a caretaker of all this stuff. I've never been out to profit by any of this stuff. Everything that I've ever picked up will all be donated to different universities, museums, and stuff in different categories. And I've got a lot of stuff. And you guys are in for a real treat on amount of stuff and difference. Man, you just wait. So, this is just a get my foot wet in the door type deal right here. So I'm going to start, and we'll just take it from there and see what happens. Okay, so warheads, club heads. This is an average one right here. You can see the real nice, even thickness all the way around. Notch on the bottom, wrap spot on the top. This would have went on a stick just like that. This is a freaking heavy rock. This thing would have been, boom, business. Real uniform. Look at that. And the weight's there, okay? Okay, here's another example. Real uniform, okay? Just like that. That would have went on a stick just like that. Real nice. Wrap spot on the top, little notch on the side, notch on the bottom, boom. Okay, now here's another style. Okay, now this one, you can see, oh gosh, it kind of looks like it's got a little face on it. Well, it does. They were real jokesters. They were always carving on stuff, putting little notches here so it looked like something. You got to figure, what did they have? Rock, bone, wood, and vegetables. So rocks were a big part of their life, and they did doodly stuffed a lot of them, and we'll go over that at a different time. But you can see the nice little face right there. Okay, notch on the bottom, wrap spot on the top. This would have been hafted up just like that. Boom, boom. Same thing. Nice thickness. The indentation, the bottom still comes out front, and the top still comes out dead even like that. Okay. Okay, so here is another style. Okay, this one, it's got a notch on the side, taper, smooth, streamline down there. Same with this side. This would have went on a stick just like this. Bang, just like that. Nice end, business end. Okay, here's another one just like that. Same thing. This would have went on a stick just like that. Streamline, nice taper, nice front head, almost looks like a snake. And that would have went on a stick and been just like that. Boom. Okay, and here's a littler one like that. Same thing, same indentation, would have went on a stick just like that. Okay, real common on stuff. And I'm going to try to show you stuff that's real common, so there's guaranteed there's a lot more stuff out there just like this. Okay, here's another one. You can see it's got real nice indentation on the bottom, wrap spot on the top, wrap spot on the side, would have went on a stick just like that. Boom, heavy rock. Nice. Okay, and here's another one similar to that. Same thing, notch on the bottom, wrap spot on the top, real uniform. You can see that. And they're all real similar to the same size and weight. We'll go over that later, but okay. Stuff like that. Okay, and here's another style. You got this. See how nice and uniform that is? This is a little thinner. This would have went on a stick and been just like that. Okay? This would have went on just like that. Boom. Warhead. Okay. Okay. Now, here's another real interesting style. It's got a flat top, heavy front, solid back, jagged. This jagged edge stuff is on 80% of the artifacts. And I'm sure if you've got some, you've got it on yours too. That's just something that they do. This has got a nice notch on that side, same principle. Real uniform, taper down on the back, come across the front, business end, solid as a rock. And this would have been hafted up just like that. Business end, butt end. Taper on the flat spot, so when it wraps, Boom, it's got a real nice snug pull on that. Same with this. Taper on the top, notch on the bottom. This would have went on there just like that and been wrapped right across there, right down there. Business end, butt end. Okay, here's another style. Taper like this, but the key factor here is the uniformity of the rock. See how it's just real uniform. I mean, you can tell it. Man, that's really interesting. Okay, another taper going around like this. Streamline right here. This would have went up on a stick like this and been wrapped just like that. And that's the way that would have looked. Nice. Boom. Okay. Okay, so here is another style. Thinner, but still, and you can see how it's got a little bit of a little fish twist. But even with that twist, that back end comes dead center and that front comes dead center. That little twist is just to give it something when they put it on a stick, gives a little bit more strength, I think, and when they're wrapping it. Real uniform. Okay, and here's another one like that. Same thing. Taper on the side, notch on the bottom, so when they wrap it, go around like this. This would have been there just like that. Okay, and here's another one. This one is a different style, but real nice uniformity, thickness there, comes around, dip notch on the bottom, wrap spot on the top. That would have went on a stick just like that and looked pretty freaking good. Okay. Okay, so that one, and then, okay, here, this one. Nice patina. Same thing. Real uniform on the thickness. If it's got a little twist, that back usually comes out dead center, and the front usually always does too. Same little notch right there, the little jagged teeth mark. One right there. This would have went on a stick, been wrapped up around here, and went on there just like that. Business end, butt end. Okay, here's one that's real similar to that one. This is actually made out of river jade. Okay, same thing. It's got the jaggedy marks right there, notch on the bottom, wrap spot. This would have went on there just like that. Boom. Or like that. There we go. Wrap right there. Okay. And here's another one that's a good example for the slope top. It's got that slope to it like that. See that? But then again, when you flip it around, real uniform. Nice taper on the back. Streamline. Coming up. This would have went on there just like that and been wrapped right around there. Okay. And here's another example. Same thing. It's got the wrap spot on the top, notch on the bottom. Real uniform. Pointy in the back. See how that tapers down there? That's real common, so be looking for that kind of stuff. Comes out like that. This is going to fit on there, and it's got your wrap spot right there, and it's going to fit on a stick just like that. Okay? Now, and here's another style that's kind of like that. Same thing. This one you can see where it's been worked around a little bit right there. And it's going to go up on the stick like that, wrapped around these spots right there. Boom. A little different style with the hang. See, kind of like that. Coming over the back butt end. Okay. And stuff like this. Nice taper right there. Notch on the bottom. Flat spot for the wrap. It's going to come up and go right around there just like that. And it's going to come out just like this. And you can see, business end, nice point. Same with the back, comes back to a taper. Okay, same thing with this. Comes back to a taper, heavy front, notch on the bottom, wrap spot on the side. That's why I can guarantee every one of these is the real deal. Mother Nature doesn't mass produce stuff. These are too close and too similar to each other not to be something. Okay, this is just a dip in the iceberg, a dip in the pond. I've got over thousands of stuff like this. Just wait. I'm just trying to get everybody educated on this kind of stuff to show you what's out there. So that's one style right there. Okay, here's a real interesting style. See this? Business end, business end. This point right here would have slipped right into a stick, just like this. Ching! And this would have been protruding out of the end. This thing right here would give you one heck of a headache. Could you imagine having that swung at you? Boom! Interesting style. Most people wouldn't think about that. That's what that was for. That would go boom, just like that, and that thing's going to be sticking out there just like that. Lot of defense stuff that I find. Lot of weapon stuff. They were really into protection, and you know, they should have been. Back in the Western days, what did cowboys do? They all had 6 guns and rifles. Back in the Stone Age day, what did they do? They all had rocks on a stick and a frickin' spear. And that was pretty much it. And if I put my, and speaking of rocks on a stick, here's one. Okay, this one right here is a little bit bigger. This would go back to, I'm pretty sure Neanderthal, you know, caveman type. Because whoever's swinging this thing around is definitely doing some freaking serious damage. And it does work. I've tried it. This thing will definitely beat up anything you want to hit with it. And it's got a battle wound right there where it's chipped off. Nice rock though. Nice band all the way around it. Heavy rock. Nice shape. Same thing. You can see the taper all the way around there for the front and the back too. All the way. So it's real common for all this kind of stuff. Just like that. I found that 30 some years ago on the riverbank. The head. I've got big heads. Huge. Which we'll go over here eventually too. Okay. So another style of stuff to look for. Okay, now, which is going after those. Okay, now all these right here have that little point like that. And I'm thinking that would have went in there just like that, and you got the business end sticking out of the stick. Same with this. It's got that little notch. You'd stick that right in your stick like that. Boom, because it's not going to go anywhere. That's going to give you something to push up against is that back of that stick. And it's going to get wrapped. Same thing. Real uniform. Nice taper. Okay? All these. It's the same thing. When you're looking for this stuff, that's what you're looking for. That nice taper, that uniformity in the head. Okay? And here's one that's kind of like this too. A little different style, but the same concept. This would have went in like that. That would have been sticking out of the stick just like that. Boom. Just like that. Okay? I hope I'm in frame. Excuse me. Oh, sometimes when you get... Okay, so another style. Let me see here. Okay, this. Okay, so what do we see here? Oh, well, looks to me like, could that be a face? Well, let's see. I see some lips down there. I'm thinking face. Anyway, same thing. They're always joking around that kind of stuff. Little carvings on stuff. Little notches here to make it look like something. Okay, flat spot on the top, notch on the bottom, same thing. Even though this is a little bit different shape, it's still got that same shape. You know, real uniform right here, coming back to a taper on the end, business end, butt end. Okay, and here's another one. Okay, and you can see this one's been actually worked all the way around there, all the way around there. Nice uniformity there, real even. Nice wrap spot up here. This would have went on a stick just like that. Business end, butt end. Nice taper, nice point. Okay, and here's another one. Business end, heavy for pounding. Back end, right into the stick. Boom, easy to do. And you got something to protect yourself. Okay, and here's another one like that. Same thing. Into the stick, real heavy front. You see that? See how nice that comes out like that? And then it's got that real nice point on the top right there. That would have went in there like that. Man, that thing would have been freaking deadly. Deadly. That's what that was for. That's just like that. Okay? And I've got lots of them like that. Just like that. See, the same thing. Okay. And let me see. Okay, now we have some little ones like this that are the same deal. Real uniform. Just like that. Same thing. Okay. And like this. You can see. Same thing, real uniform, twist on the top, notch on the bottom, wrap spot, business end, butt end. Okay. And here's another difference. This is a little bit thicker, but it's got the notch right here, and then on the opposite side, there's the little jagged teeth mark that we're always looking for. This would have been on there just like that. Just a little, this has been like a little ball peen hammer. Yeah. Okay. Here's another different style. Okay, you can see the typical notch on the bottom, notch going up the side, wrap spot up here on the top. This would have went on a stick and been wrapped just like that. Okay. And okay, here's the surprise. Okay, are you ready for this one? Face rock. How's that for a face, huh? Just wait, I've got face rocks that you're just gonna blow you away. That's pretty good. This actually came from the Rogue River, down on a gravel bar, which it's legal to pick up rocks off the gravel bar down there. And I found that, and that is quite the frickin', you can see where the eye's been notched out, eyeball right there, nose, cheek. Guaranteed face rock. Mother Nature doesn't make eyeballs. You see that pupil right there, or the eyeball right there, and the eye socket? Mother Nature doesn't do that. The cheekbone, the nose, perfectly where it's supposed to be, symmetrical. Mother Nature doesn't do that. They're out there. They're real. So, just want to show you that. I'm going to throw in little surprises on my videos. So, and I've got a lot of them. Okay, here's another style. Same thing. Real uniform, notch top, notch bottom. Okay, well, I'm going to say that is the conclusion of my first video. This was Warheads and Club Set 101. Hopefully everybody out there got a little bit of an idea of what's out there. If you have any tips or anything for my videos, let me know. I'm going to be doing this on a daily basis because I want to start getting rid of these rocks and donating them. I'm getting too old to hang on to this stuff. I've been caretaking this stuff for 40 years. 40 years. That's a long time, and you wouldn't believe all the rocks I've been packing around. Okay, thank you very much for watching my video.